Apparently we are back on for the live stream here. Central Dauphin at Chambersburg girls volleyball. We're in the second set. Second game, Central Dauphin now has a 20-12 lead in this game, and they won the first one 25-16. We apologize for the lack of broadcast going on there. We're not sure exactly what happened, but hopefully we'll be good for the rest of the match here.
And what we're seeing so far is Central Dauphin's outside hitters are basically their main offense, and they're taking care of business. Another set to their outsides, another kill. Chambersburg struggling to find a way to defend or slow them down.
Mackenzie Moss on that one, number 14. She's been probably the biggest thorn in Chambersburg's side. She's got to have 15 kills now, probably. Point for Marley Wrights for Chambersburg.
And she was able to use that block by hitting it off their hands out of bounds. That might be a method they use going forward, force those outsides to block against tough hitters.
21-12 now in the Rams' favor. Right with the serve. Good block there by Rachel Myers.
This is a similar script we saw in the first game. Central Dauphin got a huge lead, and then Chambersburg chipped away, but it just wasn't enough by the end of the game.
Yeah, in both games, CD had a run of 8 straight points. Net violation?
Yep. Rachel Myers trying to get every piece of that ball on the block and got the net instead. Yeah, great swing by Rachel Myers. She's been carrying the load on offense. Getting some good blocks here and there, too. I'd try to feed her a little bit more if I were Chambersburg.
They've gotten her open in the middle. She's had some big hits. Isabella Fiddler with the serve for Chambersburg.
Another net violation on Chambersburg. They're just shooting themselves in the foot. They get an easy shot they can handle.
That's probably been about 10 of those, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Close.
Well, when you try to block a player or a team that has height on you, you try to press a little bit more, and that's when you can get into trouble.
Saved by CD Libero. Madison Boneta. The ball's still alive here. The longest point of the night. See if they can make another great save. Yes, they got it back. Boneta again.
Chambersburg's got to put this away. There it is.
Myers. Definitely the longest point.
Oh, yeah.
Game of the match so far. 24-15. CD leads. We're needing just 1 point here to get the second game.
Oh, it looks like they just changed it back to 23.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm going by the scoreboard, but probably shouldn't have. Stepper saves that one. Moats gets blocked by number 24, Malia Cuff. So now the Rams have 24-16.
Yeah, and going into the end of the game here, realistically, it's going to be tough for Chambersburg to win this game, but you want to get something out of it. You want to get some momentum going. You want to know psychologically you can stop these two outsides. So they need to get a little something here to get moving in the third game.
Nice block by Malia Cuff again, and that ends the game. Central Dauphin 25-16, exact same score as the first one. We will take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the rest of the match.
Leases are for 36.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, More families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine. Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountympa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
We're back here at Cassius Fieldhouse, heading into the third game of this Central Dauphin at Chambersburg girls volleyball match, Mid-Penn Commonwealth Division clash, and so far it's gone all the Rams' way. 25-16 in the first game and the same score in the second game, and in both cases they had a run of 8 straight points that turned the tide in their favor.
Yeah, those outside hitters are just too tough for Chambersburg to stop in the first two games. We'll see if they can turn it around somehow here. That's going to be their only hope. If they can shut them down or slow them down even, they might have a chance, but...
Back over. There's Stubblefield with a... Watch out for those railings. Taylor Myers stopped herself just in time.
And on that play, we saw Stubblefield hit from both sides of the court. First out of the right side, then switched over and hit out of her natural position. Unfortunately, she's just too much for them to handle on defense. Now on that play, Robin Stepler, who's typically a setter, is dropping back to pass while she's in the front row. Now they're going to hide her. In the first game, CD took advantage of Stepler passing.
Sent out of bounds by Chambersburg.
Stepler did a good job to dig that ball out of the net. When you get a tight pass like that as a setter, sometimes it's tough. You get stuck in no man's land between the net and leaning into it. But she did a good job. Moats just rolled it out.
3-0 Rams. Stepler set up Myers for Wrights for that one, I guess. Berg has now brought in Sadie Stockslager. It's the first I've seen her in the match tonight. There's a really good serve for Trojans. That's Willa Moats on that serve. Berg just scored a 3-2 trip in CD's favor.
And Willa Moats is actually the team's leading server. She has the most service points and aces so far this year. You can kind of see why. She's got a tough, flat serve. It's difficult to pass because you never know how much it's going to drop or not. I think everybody on Chambersburg thought that was 4 hits.
Yeah.
Apparently the refs didn't think so.
Tipped by Wrights there. Ties the score at 3-3. We apologize for that weird space-like noise you're hearing. I'm assuming you're hearing that.
Well, I hope not, but we hear it.
Got all kinds of gremlins going on here tonight. And there's the serve to the net. So back to CD with a 4-3 lead.
And that's the trouble you run into sometimes with tough serves. You want your players to serve tough, but they also tend to miss more.
Miss hit by Wrights.
That was a good pass. We're starting to see passing come around a little bit for Chambersburg. Hopefully it's not too little too late for them.
5-3 CD. Heavy Wagner with the serve.
Oh,
I'm not sure how that must have slipped out of her hand or something. So right puts whatever for the Trojans.
good
There's a
swing.
nice kill by Raylyn Johnson. Back off the net. Ties it up to 5-5. Put that one in a place that nobody can get to.
Well, Stubblefield, 15 on CD. Her and Moss, 14. They're their two major hitters. Even when they're in the back row, they're not afraid to set them.
Good dig by Wright there.
Ooh, that almost came back over.
Yep. Chambersburg takes the lead here. It's the first lead they've had since early in the first game.
Well, Marley Wrights is a natural middle. She's back there making defensive plays like she's the libero.
Miss hit there by Fiddler. CD ties it 6-6. Number 2, Katie Rossler, serving for CD. That's what we call her name tonight. There's a nice kill by, that was 23, Callista McCoyle.
Well, and Chambersburg defense had all sucked in towards the net because they thought it was going to be a tip. All she had to do was roll it deep near the back line. And didn't hit it that hard, but it was a great spot. That was a kill.
Blocked by Moss there, and then Chambersburg into the net.
And I think the ref called that it never even made it over.
Oh, really? Huh. So CD jumps out to an 8-6 lead. Can't afford to let them have another big run here for Chambersburg.
Yeah, if you get an 8-point run in a game, it's unlikely the other team's going to be able to come back. Chambersburg's got to put a stop to it here.
Stockslager with a point.
Good swing into the hands of the block. Got to be careful sometimes, or they might stuff it right back in your face, but the block was a little weak there, so it rolled into their net.
Now Hannah Mills is going back to serve. Good serve there. Moss put one down that Taylor Myers couldn't quite handle. Makes it 9-7 in Central Dauphin's favor.
We're starting to see some new substitutions come in on both sides after two 25-16 games. Both coaches are looking to get some more players' experience while still getting a win.
There's Stubblefield slams one down. 10-7 CD. That was kind of an easy one for her there. It was set up really nice. So Moss will take the serve. Ripped by Raylyn Johnson. She had some speed on that one.
And she got some nice overhand snap on the ball. It really dropped. The defender didn't quite adjust in time. Not bad for a sophomore. She's been playing since last year as a freshman.
Got some hops, as the coach said.
Got some bunnies.
Robin Stepler with the serve. Oh boy. Callista McCoyle just was trying to get that one back over the net somehow. She did, and she found a hole in the Trojans' defense and got a point out of it.
On those plays, if you hesitate for even half a second, then you're both going to end up looking at each other instead of making a play.
That was a kill by number 30, Abby Wagner. Makes it 12-8 CD. Trojans can't afford to fall any further behind here. Madison Bondata serving for the Rams. There's the ball comes off Coach's hands and falls into a dead spot in the CD defense.
Well, actually, I think that's Courtney Prue out there.
Oh,
She got subbed in. That's the first she's been in the game, and she takes advantage of the time on the court.
Yep, that was 3. Serve goes long.
Well, that's what the ones that kill you right there. You're getting some momentum. You're coming back in the game, and then you serve it long on the first serve.
That'll be an ace. So you start to pull away a little bit here. Callista McFoyle on that serve.
Fiddler's doing a good job most of the night on passing. Not so much on that one, but they've been trying to feast on her.
Comes Moss from the back. Stepper got to that one. Really nice defense by the Rams here. Oh, that one goes long though. Chambersburg takes that point. Bring it back to 14-10.
I think that's how Chambersburg's going to have to get back into this game, making scrappy digs, scrappy plays, hoping those outsides hit the ball out a few times. We'll see what happens here. Robin Stepler goes over the center line. Violation in high school still, although in club it's a little bit less clear. As long as you're not going to injure somebody, usually they let it go.
Just long. Braylon Johnson tried to get one in there, but 16-10 now in CD's favor.
Yeah, they got to start passing better on Chambersburg, and your best offensive option is a standing down ball from the back row. That's not a great sign for you.
Another ace, that time from Stubblefield.
And she's the one that had some of those big runs in the first 2 games.
Yep. CD's got it going here again. Pulled away to a 17-10 lead. Wow. Moss comes up for a big hit there.
Well, I think everybody on the court knows that's probably where it's going. Moss has a huge approach. She's able to get everything behind it against a single block, pounds it down. This is basically what we've seen. Stubblefield has a great tough serve. Chambersburg struggles to pass it, sends a ball over that's relatively easy, and then they pound it down.
If it keeps working, why not keep going to it? Here she goes again. This time we got a partial block there by Marley Wrights.
There's something.
Fiddler puts one down in the corner.
When you can slow down those outsides, then you can usually get better passes. And when you get better passes, you can get better sets, and you can get better hits. That's going to be the recipe. It's not going to be easy. There's a long road to climb for Chambersburg, but Central Dauphin has it figured out. We'll see if they can stop them.
Fiddler's hit is saved.
Oh,
Nice play by Oates there to get it over the net. She sets up Wrights in the middle.
Wrights was able to hit on a single block there because the transition defense for Central Dauphin was unable to get a second blocker in. You can get that single blocker as the middle. You're loving that. Your eyes are getting big. And both Wrights and the other middle, Rachel Myers. When they get single blocks, they've been putting it away.
Brings the score to 18-12 in Central Dauphin's favor. And then again, I guess, right?
Yep.
So when Moss loads up for that swing, I guess they're trying to get as close as they can.
Yeah, you try to push, just penetrate over the net just a little bit more. Hit anything you can to get your fingers on that ball. That's when you make errors. And it's starting to unravel a little bit here for Chambersburg.
Yep, 20-12. Abby Wagner serving for the Rams.
There's a good pass. Double contact on Moats there. Sometimes when the pass is so good that the setter doesn't have to move, they think about it too long. That's when they make errors.
Chambersburg has had quite a few errors tonight. Sadie Stockslager with a swing there, goes a little bit long. 22-12 now. Rams just need 3 points to wrap up this match.
And this is a tough rotation to serve receive for Chambersburg. They have their middle hitter hitting on the right side. They have their setter setting from the middle. And they have their right side hitting from the outside.
Okay, I'm confused.
I draw a diagram, but I don't know if it'll help.
Long point going on here. Stubblefield hits one into the corner. Taylor Myers can't quite get to it. 23-12 now. She saw that opening, just took her time and just hit it right in. It didn't have to hit very hard.
Yeah, and usually that's the place you want to hit if you're in trouble as a hitter, because that's where the setter plays defense. They like to leave early sometimes. They like to cheat a little bit. Even the best setters do it. So if you can take advantage of that, you might as well.
Great dig there by number 34, Olivia Parlin for CD. The ball's still alive until Wrights hits it.
And there's Wrights getting that single block again.
Yep.
That's what Chambersburg's going to need, a little bit of momentum, a little bit of energy. One thing I look for in games like this where there's a big lead on one side or another is how much the bench is staying engaged and how much they're getting fired up. We saw that one. Marley Wrights was pretty excited.
Yep.
Bench got fired up too.
And then Moss throws one down
Yeah.
for the Rams.
Tough to get momentum when they can
Yep.
just send it out to her and she'll hit right over the block.
She had a lot on that one. It's going to take a good defense to stop her from getting a lot of points, I would imagine. So it's 24-13. This could be the final point. It's going to go Chambersburg's way.
Well, don't tell the ref this, but Chambersburg just got away with one.
Did they?
Setter's back row. She tipped it over. They didn't see her because she hid in the front row until the refs looked at the other side. So that was a sneaky play by Willa Moats. Smart play. That's somebody that's played setter long for a long time there.
Anna Mills serving for Chambersburg here. Oh, got a block by Rachel Myers on Moss that time. Haven't seen too many. Second time tonight, maybe? You got a block on her?
Yeah, not many. It looks like their Central Dauphin's second setter, Olivia Parlin, is in. That might explain why maybe she's not delivering it the way that Moss is used to for the rest of this match.
Another point for Chambersburg on a violation. 24-16. Only thing they can do is run off a whole big long string here. Anna Mills has 3 straight service points. There it is. And it's fitting that Moz puts one down for the final point. 24-6 or 25-16 in all 3 games. That's pretty unusual. So Central Dauphin will win this match 3-0. We will take a break and be back with a little bit of a wrap-up show.
Banking done your way. It's the power to make life better. It's the convenience of managing funds anytime, anywhere with mobile banking. Even better, it's the satisfaction of working with local pros who are more responsive and in tune with you. That's why today, more families and businesses are choosing F&M Trust. So when you're ready to have banking done your way, visit any of F&M Trust's 22 locations, all right here in South Central PA, and online at fmtrust.bank. Member FDIC.
At Summit Sports Medicine, we understand that injuries often don't happen during business hours. That's why I, Dr. Brad Connor, am here for you when you need it. I'll use my advanced training in sports medicine to get you back to what you love, safely. An injury doesn't have to sideline your sports career. For the expert care you deserve, call Summit Sports Medicine, day or night, at 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Again, that's 1-844-SHS-TEAM. Our team is here for you.
WellSpan Sports Medicine, formerly Summit Sports Medicine. Great outdoors, great history, great entertainment, great relaxation. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Visit explorefranklincountypa.com or call 717-552-2977 or toll free 866-646-8060.
We're back here at Cassius Fieldhouse. Central Dauphin has just wrapped up a 3-0 win over Chambersburg in the Mid-Penn Commonwealth girls volleyball match by identical scores, 25-16, 25-16, 25-16. And a lot of familiar play that they had a plan that worked, and they ran it the whole match, and Chambersburg never did solve it.
Yeah, Moss and Stubblefield, the outside hitters, just really took care of business there. Chambersburg not quite tall enough on their blocks. You know, when you face a team with good outside hitters, even if their passing's bad, they can send it up to them either in the back row or off the net, and it seems like CD knows they can do that, so they were able to take care of business here.
Certainly worked tonight. So that gives Chambersburg a 6-3 record. They'll be 4-3 in the Mid-Penn. Central Dauphin will move to 6-2 and 5-2 in the league. That puts them back in 3rd place ahead of the Trojans, and they'll remain ahead of the Trojans in the District 3 rankings also. Just a reminder, football games on Friday coming up are Chambersburg at Cumberland Valley, Shippensburg at Greencastle Antrim, and Bishop McDevitt at Waynesboro. And we have a boys soccer game on October 10th, State College at Chambersburg at 7 p.m. Post-match show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance. This has been Ed Gottwals along with Paul Schlabach. Thanks for joining us on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com and the sportspage.blog. Good night, everybody.